I'm here now with the ambassador of Yayasan Mudra Swari Saraswati, who is also Puteri Indonesia 2022 and the representative of Indonesia at Miss Universe 2022, Laksmi De-Neefe. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you? Thanks for being here in Ubud.
Thanks for having me. Could you please tell me the inspiration behind the Atita Wartamana Anagata, which translates to past, present, and future?
That's actually my father and mother who decides the theme every year. But I think because it is the 20th year, we want to celebrate the past of the festival, to bring it to the present, and also think about the future. Because I think we're living in such a critical time at the moment. We have so many issues around the world, whether it's political, social, and economical, but also in terms of the environment. I think we really need to sit down with all the different speakers to talk about where do we want to be in the future, how do we want to plan out our future.
Could you tell me about the special program at this year's festival? It's like 20 years. So what are the things that we are expected to see and enjoy at this year's festival?
There's actually 200 different speakers this year from all over the world and also from Indonesia. So there's actually so many different programs. I'm so excited to see, the main programs that are going to happen with some very established names, but also, the smaller programs with emerging writers. I think those are really important for us to support as well. And the free children workshops are always the things that make me excited.
Okay, you said that 98% literacy rate amongst the children in Indonesia. That's very high. But how come it's a low response of readership in Indonesia? What do you think happened?
I think it comes down to our education at schools. I never experienced I never had an Indonesian literature. I had English literature at school, but nothing that really goes deep into reading Indonesian books. So I feel like because of the lack of that literature program at school, and also because of the parents that perhaps are not big readers, the children are not really inspired to read.
So what can be done about that, and what is the festival aiming to achieve to increase the readership amongst children especially?
Well, I feel like it's one of my job also to bring up this issue of, a low reading rate in Indonesia, and also, to bring awareness to literacy and books and Indonesian literature, and to put it into pop culture. We need to integrate it into our daily lives. I was just saying earlier that reading is not a chore. It should be entertainment with an added value of education. So I think we need to encourage Indonesians and ask them to take part of it, and also involve the government. And I hope that the education of Indonesia can improve and include these sort of more creative subjects into the curriculum.
Besides Indonesia, the participants, they're all from all over the world, okay? They're also writers, moderators, musicians, you name it, okay? How is the response so far from the participants outside of Indonesia?
Well, I think the response of the participants from outside of Indonesia has been very positive, because we have writers that are coming back from the early days of the festival. So the earlier years, they're coming back to Bali, and especially to Ubud, because they love Ubud, and they wanna come back, and they have a really good relationship with this festival and memories. Like one of the writers was saying earlier how he actually started writing his book in Ubud in 2013, and now it has, if I'm not mistaken, won the Nobel Prize.
Excellent, yeah. So they're here not only to enjoy the festival, but also to enjoy holidaying in Bali. That's a terrific experience. Okay. Lastly, any inspiring words to aspiring writers out there?
I think for me, writing, even though I'm not a professional writer, it's so important to be authentic to yourself, and which is the hardest thing to do, because you have to break a lot of barriers to be really truthful to yourself. And once you accomplish that, I think a lot of people can relate more to your writing. So yes, that's my advice.
Thank you very much, Laksmi De-Neefe. That was a tremendous meetup and also a conversation. And that was my interview with the ambassador to the Ubud Writers and Readers Festival, Laksmi De-Neefe. I'm Edmund Daniel, senior journalist Metro TV, reporting from Ubud, Bali.